All right, so a quick update here. This row is completely done. I've got to decide where I want to put Grandma's gate for the trellis. I'm going to leave that trellis in the center bed where it is. My water line goes through it, so I'll just leave it there. And then the middle row is almost done. I have to finish this first bed here. This is the last bed that I have to top off. That end bed over there, that's garlic. So I'm gonna dig up that garlic and get that bed completely reset. And then those green things right there are garlic chives. And so I'll be planting those in one of the beds. They were in that first bed over there. I dug them up. We'll move them. And so that third row over there is completely done and ready as well. And that's it. So I've got one bed left to do, and I've made quite a dent in the pile. So I'll be able to dig out some of the dirt in my big flower pots that are at the outside edge there and replace some of that soil with the new compost. So those should grow really well this year. I think I might turn one of them into a strawberry pot, maybe two of them into a strawberry pot. So we'll see. But anywho, good progress so far. I have this one bed left to fill, and then the bulk of the soil moving activity will be done. All right, I'm back with another update. So all 9 of the 4x8 foot beds have been topped off, and they are ready for planting. I was able to dig all the grass that had grown into this bed at the end here, and where that board was broken, I was able to get that all fixed and dug out and all that soil replaced. And then this bed here had a lot of grass that had grown into it, so I had to dig out about a foot depth of soil just to get all the grass roots out of it. Actually about a third of the bed. So I was able to dig all of that out and get it all topped off. So this bed looks beautiful again. I was also able to dig out half of the soil from all the big pots that are at the edge of the garden and replace the top portion of that soil. Let's see, I also dug out the garlics that were over here. We just don't need to grow that many garlic. And so I'll be offering some of those to friends and neighbors and planting some again. And then I did leave the 2 hoop trellises in place at the center of the garden, and we'll be planting some climbing veggies on there, beans or something on it this year. And then I did end up leaving in that middle bed over there, the last middle bed over there, I did leave that trellis in place because it's actually really nicely secured to the bed itself, so I don't want to dismantle all of that. But all of the other beds got their trellises removed, all the soil topped off, everything is ready and fresh for planting, and it looks so nice. I'm so happy about this. So I'll have to figure out where Grandma's gate gets to go. I do use Grandma's old garden gate as a trellis in my garden. So now comes the fun part. This was the hard work part. Now comes the fun part. There's my neighbor honking at me, Aurora. Now comes the fun part of figuring out what to plant where and what the garden's going to look like this year. I think it's going to be really beautiful, and I think I'm going to grow a little more flower varieties in here this year. And since I'm not going to be planting my cut flowers over in one of my new raspberry beds like I have in years past, since I want that raspberry bed to really get established, I think I'll plant some in here. So I'll plant some cosmos and zinnias and sunflowers, of course, and Alan has requested some marigolds, so I think it'll be a really beautiful garden this year. And down at the end there, you might be able to see the row of blueberries. They are all starting to leaf out now, and actually the pear tree, which is right there, is actually starting to put on blossoms, so that's exciting. So Alan did come down and help me fill a few of these beds just so that I could beat the storm that's coming, but that was very nice. But now comes the fun part, figuring out what to plant where, what the garden's going to look like, and watching it all grow. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.